Hello everybody, unboxing today, a quick unboxing. You've seen unboxings before, I don't want to keep doing the same thing. Let's get to the car. Okay, box from Slot Car Union in France, and a gift from my daughter for Christmas, which I'm only opening now. Let's get on it. So, what have you got? What have you got? One car. And this, my friends, is the connector for the evolution track for this hand controller. So I wanted to get myself a hand controller a bit better and a style I like. I prefer these type of trigger controllers. So I'll be rigging that up during the week, and let's give that a little test and see what we think. And I'll get away from these thumb controllers. I don't like the thumb controllers. I don't know, maybe I won't like this. Let's see. But DS Racing products are around quite a while, and they do. I've seen a lot of people buying their products, and it's quite a reasonable price. You know, it's a good price. So I bought this as my first of this type of trigger controller. Okay guys, that's that. And what else have we got? There we are. Now we have our car, of course. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that stuff away. Oh, and the sweets wrapped up in the paper. I just noticed the sweets. The little bag of Haribo as usual. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit on this. Let's zoom in a bit. And my phone is dinging, of course. Okay. So, one Revo Slot. My first Revo Slot car. I've heard good things about Revo Slot cars. So, find out what all the excitement is about. Okay. Let's see what's in the box. Oh, little Revo Slot sticker. Hold on to that. And a little bit of a brochure. Okay, the components that's in the car, that's very good. Breakdown. And also gives you the code for the body parts. So I'm sure if you needed body parts, at least you have a code to look for what you need. Very good. If I get another few Revo slots, what I'll do is I'll put one of these up on the wall in the track room. And yeah, that's great. Look, the tires, spares, everything. Okay. Let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, Harry. Oh yeah. That's lovely. Now this is more my type of thing. The Minis, the Ford Escorts, the older retro cars. This is what I love. More so than modern sports cars. So there we go, look at that. I'll take that off the packaging now in a minute. But the quality, the wipers, the grille, Ford emblem on the front. Driver details, excellent. Lovely alloys. Fuel filler cap. That's the fuel filler cap. That's similar to what my own real racing Mini I had. You have a different type of filler cap for safety, you know. So that probably would have went straight into the tank, which was in the boot in the original car. Yeah, look at the details there. My camera focused that close? Probably not. Look at the details on those decals and everything. You've got your roll cage. Beautiful kit. Absolutely beautiful. So on initial looks at my first Revoslot car, It looks fabulous. Underneath, what have we got? Underneath we have okay, we have a magnet. We have a second guide blade. Maybe a different size. I don't know. I'll have to check out exactly why they give you a second one. Okay, they don't put the magnet in the car, which is good, because it saves me the hassle of having to take the magnet out. Now, I have heard these need a little bit of setting up, like all good cars would need. Ah, yeah, I can see the difference there already. That has the longer guide blade there. And that one, oh no, that's the same length. Sorry, excuse me. Maybe they just give you a second guide blade. Possibly. Okay. I'm sure you guys will correct me. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Very interesting. Completely different to, you can see the quality already. So you had a bit of movement on the chassis. So it's adjustable. Screws for holding the axle supports. What motor have we got? 21,000 RPM motor, so it's a high RPM motor. Oh yeah, that's lovely. Sidewinder motor. Let's see the gear mesh there. Okay, what do you think, guys? I'll get it open and have a look at it. It's lovely. Proper scale model. Like the Scale Electrics Mini, the proper scale model, you know, that I prefer this. This is stuff that I would have seen these driving around when I was a young guy. I would have seen lads who were lucky enough to be able to afford these, to drive around in these. And now, when I say young, I was very young for the Mark 1 Escorts, but you know, Mark 2s, Mark 3s, whatever, I would have saw a lot of. But that's fabulous. Not the driver. You see the driver's eyes. He looks a bit terrified. Okay, let's get this open. I'll pause for a second while I open these screws. I always do these things live, and then I don't. It takes me. Hold on. Let's give it a go. I could edit it out if it takes me too long. I am assuming these are the screws for the body. It looks that way to me. The other screws looks like they're adjustment screws for other components. So if I'm wrong, I'll know very shortly. I'll keep waffling while I'm opening these and keep it interesting. So, yeah. First Revo Slot, and I really like their collection. I've had a look at the catalogue of what they have, and they have a lot of the retro cars, the sort of stuff I'd be into. So that's the sort of cars I'll probably be doing. I ended up with a lot of supercars at the start of my collection, but that was for the I wanted to get the track. I wanted to get to the track and the power supply and the digital setup, but that's a different story on the digital. Okay, there's the body. Okay, inside. Very light, which is good for racing, not top heavy at all. Let's have a look at this car inside. Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, you can tell the quality. I'm not my glasses, but definitely those wheels are have grub screws, Allen key grub screws for fitting on. The rubber feels quite nice too. Proper bearings. Look at those bearings. Oh wow. Proper bearings. So you have a bit of float here. So a bit of float. You have this. So I presume there's a spring in there. That's feels like it's sprung loaded. Wow. You see, you're talking quality here. Everything's like alloy, aluminium. You have your mount here. You know. your bearings for your rear axle. That's a real work of art, that is. That's fantastic. Here, I'll have to have a look now and see if I have an Allen key to fit this. But obviously that's your motor adjustments. These here, very tiny Allen key. So I'll have to have a look and see what I have. And just to give a little bit of adjustment with the motor. But that is fabulous. That is absolutely fabulous. I love that. For quality, you know, I mean, you see what you're paying for. And it's not that much extra. You know, it's not that much difference in that on your Scale Electrics and your Carrera cars, and you can see the quality, the workmanship that's gone into this. So now I know they need a bit of setting up. Well, that's what I'm going to do. Today I'm just going to put a little speck of oil just on the little speck on the bearings. And I might put a little speck here. I know I'm supposed to put grease. I've no grease for models. I need to get myself a little tube of grease. Maybe I'll get that with my next order. I need to get something. I know if I have a look at my local car shop, they'll give me industrial grease. That's not going to be any good. Okay, so that's very interesting. I don't know about the rubber. A little bit, you can see some, I don't know if it's mold marks from when it was molded, just there on the rubber. On both tires, look, you can see the marks there. But I'm sure with people who do tire truing will true them tires up and get them nice and flat and all that stuff. Yeah, tire truing and tuning to the hilts. At the moment, I'm not too worried about that because there's no clubs here. There's no one racing here. I'm the only one I know who's doing slot cars. I've searched. I've done exhaustive search on Facebook, on sites, and there's no one I can find at all in this whole region of Latvia. And as I said before, there is somebody in the capital city, Riga, and they have a weird setup here for tracks. Wood tracks are built to a very high standard by a few guys who I know on Facebook now, and they build wood tracks to a very high standard, extremely high, and they sell them around the world. And fair play to those lads. And what they do in Latvia is they go to a university or, you know, a campus, and they ask about, are they interested in building a track, and it would be educational tool for the kids to learn about engineering and making chassis and everything and stuff like this. And then it all comes through with government grants, and the government pay for a certain part of the track, and you know, the school provides the room. And so that's all they have here. They only have that in 2 or 3 places in Latvia, and that's it. And, you know, they're not going to be doing stuff like this. They're these home-built cars, which are very high running, very fast, and not for me. So, you know, and there's no one around my area. If there was one school in my area who had this particular type of track, you could go and chat to the guys, and I'm sure some of the guys would say, yeah, I'd love to just race on a plastic track with some scaled cars like these, you know, instead of the 100% built cars. Anyway, enough waffling. I do talk a lot. Right, let's go and put a bit of oil on this, and then I'm going to bring it in and give it a run on the track. So, here we are on the track. And just gave it a run around, and yeah, it's lovely. Out of the box, no magnet. Absolutely wonderful. Gets the tail out. Exactly what I like. No need for a magnet. Feels nice on the track, plenty of grip. It doesn't do slots unless you mess up completely. Great acceleration. Just the right amount of grip from those tires without any chewing or sanding or anything. You can see the quality. Absolutely. Yeah, Revo Slot, definitely quality product. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm very impressed with this Revo Slot car. Very impressed with the quality, the chassis build, the bearings, the the grub screws for taking off the wheels and axles and everything, and very high quality model. The plastics, the decals, I'm very impressed. So yeah, guys, you were right. Everyone said to me, yeah, you're going to like those Revo Slots. I do, 100%. So thanks for watching. Once again, greetings from Latvia. And I hope you come back to my next post, which will be about, I don't know, wait and see.